What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Dougie back once again, Wingsburg Station. Y'all are tuned in to Birds and Bars, where we talk to local artists at local restaurants. We're gonna find out what the artist is up to, and we're gonna find out if the wings are hitting or not. So stay tuned. Special episode today. We got my brother Mayhem The Truth.
This is Wingsburg Station.
Wingsburg. I'm the flyest in the land and I don't need the confirmation. Since it ain't about the money, then I'm out the conversation. She ain't say she was no chick, she open invitation. I use my imagination, she rounds my innovation. Here to get the lead, lady, room scene, take 3.
All right, y'all, so we are here with Mayhem The Truth.
What's up,
Cedar
world?
Inn.
How you living?
We got the we got a combination plate. We got the lemon pepper, and we got the hot buffalo.
Lemon pepper was my choice.
Lemon pepper was his choice.
Okay.
The hot buffalo was my choice. So, I mean, let's just get to it, bro. Which one do you want to go with first?
I'm gonna go with the lemon pepper, but before we dig in, I'm gonna bless the food.
All right.
So, hold hands or fists. God bless this food and the nourishment of your body and the grace. May it give us strength in your name and provide over us for a pleasant meal and a great podcast. Amen.
Long live King Kaust. Let's
Long
get it.
live King Kizos.
All right, so I'm gonna grab this one here.
What's up? If
Now,
people honking, they know me, so don't. Okay.
Now, Jim, the owner, said that the lemon pepper is a new flavor.
Yeah, they made it specifically because they knew we was coming here today.
Right, that's what I'm thinking too.
It's out of honorable
So,
respect. You know?
First things first, let's dig in with the lemon pepper. Let's see what's popping. Cheers,
All
my
right,
brother.
Cheers. I'm a picky wing eater. I don't really like eating the tail. I save it for last, but I always try it first.
Oh man, and that just came right off, huh?
Mm-hmm. I
Let's
heard
see.
really good. Gonna fall off the bone. Okay. Lemon pepper good.
Ah, these are fresh.
Man, that's good. Yes, sir.
Oh yeah.
I really like it. Yes, I got like a defined crunch.
Oh,
good
yeah.
batter. You can tell they probably let it sit in there like 7 minutes. You know.
They might have did it longer.
I like it going.
I'm digging these lemon pepper.
Mm-hmm.
So look at that. It just fell right off.
Fall
You
out
see
the
that?
bone. That's why you gotta hold it.
Ain't
by
no
me.
complaints. All right, so let's just get straight to it, bro. Now we're gonna do this episode a little bit differently
Okay.
than the rest of the episodes. Mainly just because you and I go back so far.
Right.
I mean, we literally came up in this music thing together, basically.
Mm-hmm. Since high school.
Since high school, yep. Back when, back in New Option Free Minds days.
Yeah.
Dropped that mixtape, remember? Attitude Like Fuck It.
Mm-hmm.
I remember we did
Our first show was in your garage.
my graduation party. I remember that mixtape, man. We recorded, 10 songs in 11 hours
10
straight?
songs with every hour. Yeah.
Just went straight through.
Straight through. One take.
And I would say probably it was, who was it? It was me, you,
Kaust,
Kaust, and then Logan.
Logan. Yeah, we had Logan. We wrote a song with Logan.
Yeah, Logan was popping with us too.
Yeah, Lou. Lucky Lou.
But obviously Logan grew out of rap.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then, me, you, and Kaust stuck with it.
Yep.
And I mean, we're doing today's episode, unfortunately, completely 100% in honor of Kaust.
Appreciate that too, bro.
So rather than, talking completely about, your music, what you got going on, I thought today, for this episode, I think what would be best is to just, honor our brother and just kind of share memories
Oh yeah.
that we had, some of our favorite memories of him, with him, doing our music. So I would say, let me ask you first off, out of everything that he's done, what is your favorite song that Kaust ever recorded and put out?
I'm the biggest fan of my brother, not just because he's my brother. I would say out of the songs that he recorded, I would say Two Middle Fingers, The Justice, and King's Vision.
Yeah.
By far, because I normally have a writing process with my brother. Whenever he wants to make a record, he always lets me listen to his music first, or I let him listen to my music or something first, or I share a few bars.
Yeah.
You like it or not, won't. If you don't, then it's cool, you know. But like, just don't, you know, water me down, you know.
Right,
You
yeah.
know. And on that one, we did a lot of research, you know, like a lot of the stuff that happened on Two Middle Fingers to Justice still is relevant today, what we got going on in America, you know what I'm saying, with the racial stigmatism that we deal with, you know what I'm saying? So Kaust was like one of those artists that was big on not using this vulgarism just because we have that platform and people use, like most rappers, I can rap and cuss, like he wasn't a cursor, so every time you listen to one of his records, the only reason why I'm the biggest fan is because he doesn't curse or use profanity on his records when he records.
Right, and he used to.
Yeah.
A lot. I mean, we got a lot of songs that all of us were swearing on like crazy. But yeah, I noticed as we grew, you know, really as he started having kids, a lot of the cursing kind of like subsided.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, Two Middle Fingers of Justice was a good one. I would say, I think my favorite song from him was, honestly, I mean, we talked about it before. We've talked about it a lot. High. When we did that collaboration,
Yeah.
that's easily my favorite verse of his, my favorite song. Just because, I mean, it was so raw and just authentic. Yeah, I mean, just that verse alone, like, I felt every word.
Yeah. Yeah, with Kaust, you know,
more than anything else. Not to say that, you know, everything else wasn't good, but that alone was, you know, easily just raw, pure emotion.
Pure. Big spirit. He's a big spirit. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot to talk about him. You know, a studio session wasn't really a full studio session if he wasn't in it. You know?
Nope.
I remember before we would go to the studio, we would spend hours rehearsing. Rehearsing like it was a big goal or something, and even though it was just like, bro, we're just recording a verse, bro. Like,
right, yeah.
we're up all night memorizing.
Just wanted to get it ready.
I'm like, get that
But
flow
I mean,
right
that was
there,
important.
You know?
That was important. It was important to memorize your songs.
A lot of my artist development came from being a brother to Kaust.
Yeah, and it was important to memorize your songs so that, you know, you were prepared for the studio sessions. And that's one thing too. He wasn't always on time
But he's prepared.
for his sessions. He had a big tendency, and this is probably the only thing that really bothered me.
Moment of silence. I paid my tickets the other day, so I ain't got
South
nothing to worry about.
Minneapolis. But no, I think probably the biggest thing that bothered me was that 9 times out of 10, bro, he always had somebody with him.
Yeah, we were.
And bro, and it got to the point when I was at IPR, I had to tell him, G,
You gotta come by yourself, bro, because you worried about everybody else.
In fact, I'm like, listen, bro, if you're gonna have somebody in the session, they need to be a part of the session.
Yes.
Cause, gee, I remember one time, I don't remember what song we were recording, but it was the 3 of us.
I think it was Fountain of Youth.
Nah,
You don't think so?
I don't remember what song we were. It might have been Y'all Don't Hear Me. No, it wasn't Y'all Don't Hear Me.
No, it was Fountain
It
of
was some
Youth.
other song.
Because remember, I think you were talking about that when we had Cleo and all them coming up there running.
Nah, it wasn't Cleo and them.
Uh-huh. I know what you're talking about.
It was some female there. Whole time, like, we're going through this process, like, we're recording, like, we're in the studio doing what we gotta do. And this whole time she's like, when's Whoopi gonna record? I want to hear Whoopi go. And I stopped the music. I was like, listen, if you don't shut the hell up, you're getting the fuck out of the
In the
studio.
most respectfulest way you said that.
No, I flat out. And I told Whoopi, I was like, bro, if she don't stop, she gotta go.
Yeah.
And I mean, if you gotta go with her, then so be it. You know. And I think after that, he kind of stopped bringing people with him.
Yeah, I mean, it got to a point where, you know, I told him, you know, like, I understand, like, certain people, magnitude, energies, you know,
Yeah.
or however you're feeling that day or prior to that session. But, you know, if they're not contributing, you know what I'm saying, this is a distraction, you know, and real friends will understand that, you know.
Yeah.
I got a lot of friends, you know, but it's rare that I bring them to studio sessions. If I do bring you to a studio session, other than you doing things that I can't do, like since I'm recording, like roll my weed, get some food, you know what I'm saying? Some drinks for the, you know, engineer, make sure everybody else is cool, you know what I'm saying? Because I like assistance. I feel like if you come into the studio with me, you assisting me some type of way.
Exactly.
Whether it's being a critic.
You have a purpose.
Exactly. So, like, the thing about him in his earlier careers, a lot of his friends, you know, as popularity struck through the local scene, you know.
A lot of the people was really just rides.
Just rides, you know what I'm saying? And some of them, the thing about Kaust, he don't want people, he don't like feeling like he's using somebody. You know what I'm saying? But when he feels like he's being used, he don't look at it like he's being used. Like, well, they're giving me a ride. You know what I'm saying? So it's the least I could do is let them see me record or be in the session. But I'm like, the least they could do is be like, hey, look, I used to take him to the studio. You know, that's the greatest honor right there. You know what I'm saying? So the biggest lesson I got from my brother, I would say, over time, is his gratitude. You know what I'm saying? Kaust was just a big person on gratitude.
Yeah.
Man. You know, I would be surprised just because, you know, we do music. We're known in the scene, like, you know, a lot of local artists from the beginning when we first started doing music till now. And a lot of them are doing good, and some, you know, taking their breaks, dealing with life, you know. But Kaust was just somebody that was just always, like, passionate about, like, music and gratitude. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I get why people want to gravitate with him, because he has, like, that gravitational personality. So, like, I want to go to the studio with him. Or with my friend, he raps, you know.
Yep. And then sometimes his gratitude overpowered his music. Yeah. And that ultimately hindered his ability to get as far as he could have and should have gone.
Yes. Yep.
You know, but it's a blessing and a curse.
Yeah, it's a gift and a curse. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, all right. So let's see what these Buffalo are all about.
Let's see if it's spicy as my brother versus.
Those lemon peppers was on point, huh?
Yeah, lemon peppers was on point, boy.
Let's see about this Buffalo. I got a little bit of lemon pepper sauce on
I think I'm gonna take some celery with this. You know what I'm saying? It might got that little tang.
I asked for water, but
it's all right. You know what I'm saying? You gotta eat first till you get your flavor. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And they busy in there, so.
You know, other countries they like you to drink after you eat. You know what I'm saying? So we go, you know, improv. You know what I'm saying? It's busy too. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. That's on point. It's not too hot, bro, and I really like how it's just like the meat falls off the bone.
Man,
these are cooked to like perfection.
I was about to Scooby-Doo this chicken wing on camera, boy. Yeah, they snap. It's good. It's crunchy. It's not too oversaturated.
Yeah, it's literally just perfect.
Because normally you get a buffalo wing and it's a little oversaturated. You don't get to taste the blendness, you know. And I'm a big food connoisseur. Like, Kaust don't like that I like Rick Ross or like fat rappers. I'm a big fan of fat rappers. You know, Action Bronson is one of my favorite rappers, you know what I'm saying, because he talks about food. So I'm like, this was a dope episode, because I'm like, man, I got to do something that I almost want to be in, you know?
Yeah, man. So, all right. What, man, I'll tell you.
A moment I had with
my
Kaust.
biggest, nah, I'm going to cut you off. I think my biggest memory in the studio with Kaust was, I think it was during that 11-hour session.
Yeah.
We were scrambling to find another song to record, because like this was probably the one time that we weren't completely prepared. Like, we was prepared. We probably had like 6 songs ready to go.
Just perfect.
We probably had about 6 songs ready to go, but we ended up recording like 10.
Fact.
So, I mean, there were 4 songs that we weren't fully ready to do. But what we ended up doing was just kind of like freestyling some stuff.
Yeah, you know, that's
not like freestyling the songs, but like just kind of going with the flow.
Going with the flow of things.
And
excuse me if I drew.
That's how
watery good food.
That's how we came about his solo song, Period Point Blank.
Period Point Blank. Yep.
You know, he just had a bunch of verses
One of my
he had written they were all just like, they weren't for any songs. They were just verses that he wrote.
And that's what I say. He read the dictionary twice. You know what I'm saying? So
Twice?
I like to say 3 times.
I mean, I feel like if you know Kaust, you know he read the dictionary because he made sure to tell you.
Yeah, that's the biggest bragging flex of his. Is he read the dictionary twice.
Swear. Hi, my name is Whoopi King Kaust. What did he say?
Like they call me Kaust, like the price to pay. You know.
They call me Kaust, like it costs money. I read the dictionary twice.
That's literally his opening introduction. Hey, they call me Kaust, like cost money.
Yep.
Read the dictionary twice, back to front, front to back.
Yep, and then that's ended up being on Period Point Blank. What we did was we were just sitting there. He's like, bro, I got a bunch of verses. So like, okay. And then we actually no, this wasn't during the long session. This was at SP Style Studio. In St. Paul.
St. Paul.
I remember because all 3 of us were in the booth, and he just dropped these verses over the.
He actually dropped his verses faster than us that day.
Yeah, he did. He definitely did. But no. So we were in there and we were recording, and then I remember, and all the guys have this line that they just remember. He said, "This here is what talking will do, make you think you're incredible until I beat the hawk out of you." And like we was all in the control room. We just looked in there like, "What, bro?"
That was when I was a raging alcoholic at the time. Before I am the honorable man I am today, I had a bad alcoholic addiction in my early music career. Yeah, so Incredible Hulk was one of my favorite drinks. So I thought that was a subliminal he was saying to me, because me and my brother, we're like civil robberies.
Send shots, yeah.
We send shots to each other. So I'm like, is he sending shots to me?
Right.
I drink Incredible Hulks, or was that just a dope double entendre right there that you putting out on the song? And I'm like, I'm gonna give it the benefit of the doubt it's a double entendre. But I went to bed later on that night thinking like, I felt that. Later on, I felt that somewhere.
Yeah, but so what would you say? Sorry about that, y'all. What would you say would be your best one-liner?
Mine?
From Kaust.
All right. I would say my best one-liner from my brother would be,
There's a lot of them.
man, I'm trying to think. Because, I also wrote a lot of my brother's music with him. So I'm trying to think outside of Mayhem. But I would say from, we did a song called PSA on The Paradox. That was our first project we ever did together.
Yep.
And there was a track on there where it was to the Mobb Deep beat, and we were both had the idea, like, if it was us and we were versus Eminem, what would I say, So I remember my line, he was saying, the biggest part he liked about my line, I was like, I got enough spare bars I said, I just had excuse me. So in that song, PSA, we were just talking about pretty much battling Eminem, and I was like, I'm not scared of Marshall Mathers or any white rapper who rock they hat backwards. I'm not racist, Uncle. I said, I'm not racist. Vanilla Ice follows me. Uncle Sam still has my people in poverty. So I never expect no rich label exec to sit and offer me checks. And Kaust wrote that line,
really?
Even though I said it. So initially, I would say that had to be the greatest one, because like that's coming from a standpoint where we were coming from, as hungry as we was back then. I felt that, what I'm saying? So when he said he had enough bars to out battle, anybody like that, like he just had a word with saying it. But honestly, I was getting tattooed under here in the blink of an eye. It can all change.
Yeah.
Because literally that's how it is for me. And the reality, what went on with my brother, like, that's just something I can always stick with. In the blink of an eye, it can all change. So
yeah, so
I would say that.
I mean, obviously, and I feel bad that it came to that. But I mean, we're adults.
Yeah.
So like, our lives kind of go different directions. And Kaust passing away last year on April 29th kind of brought us all back together.
Yeah.
And it's unfortunate that had to happen. But I mean, it did.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's been a little over a year now, and obviously with that being your twin, it's never gonna get easier.
Yeah, it's never gonna get easier.
But like, how are you managing? Like, how are you doing about it?
My mental health right now is good. At the time, I really had to distance myself because I'm so known to be the strongest person, you know, like not as like a brother or a friend. I'm just essentially overall strong. But
Yeah.
it was a time in my life where it's very pivotal where I was weak. And for me, being strong my entire life, something that weakens me and makes me weak, it was a different approach for me. I had to get used to being weak again and strengthen myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, one thing about me, if it ain't broke, you can fix it. That's something me and Kaust always said. You know, like, I could be broke, but I ain't gonna be broken.
Right.
You know. So my will was tested, you know, for the first time in a long time.
Yeah.
And I would say overall, I take it one day at a time. I'm appreciative of raising my brother's children since he's not here and finishing the mission that he believed in. You know, I finally put an album out on all platforms. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Now, I haven't really had the time or chances because I mean things have been so busy.
It's all busy.
It's crazy. Obviously, I've seen that the album dropped, but when I saw it, isn't that just the same? That's the same album from
So
years
what happened
back.
was
it's just now it's on all platforms.
It's on all platforms because when I released it, it was just an album release party.
Right.
So it was there for that show, and if you was at the show, you was able to get everything there: the album, the merch, autographs, everything.
Well, yeah. I mean, we didn't have Apple Music back then. You had Spotify, but I don't think Spotify was very easily accessible back then.
No, it wasn't.
Things have definitely changed.
So it was my first hip hop project dedicated solely to hip hop. Originated here in Twin Cities. Everything on there is originally made, my own flow, my own structures, my own thoughts, just my own thoughts at the time, and I shared it freely. And it's on all platforms. And it was just something I promised my brother, you know what I'm saying? The least I could do is, since I still got enough bars to out-battle each one of my odds, you know what I'm saying? It's just put some music out, work on some more music, stay relevant. I'm staying busy just because of music, so that helps my sanity. You know? You still got a lot of music of my brothers and ours that we made in our earlier careers I'm thankful that we made, you know, so I'm thankful to go back on that and thumb through that sometime, you know what I'm saying? Like on the way here, we was in the car listening to a lot of this stuff, and it just gave me all nostalgia again, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah, and I remember, man, because I had left 2008.
So
I bounced. Obviously, I got stationed at Pearl Harbor, so I was gone for. I mean, I'd come back periodically. For some time, but yeah, I mean, I was gone until 2013, was it? And then I remember, it's funny, because I came and linked up with you guys over north. My like first day of school, and I remembered I was broke because I wasn't working. I just, broke ass Doug.
When I first met you, you was working at RFG.
You know, so I found a place to park my car at school. IPR is downtown. You got to pay to park. I ain't got no money, so I found a place for me to park for free.
Off the radar.
Off the radar.
We call that off the radar parking.
And bro, I had like 6 hours between classes this day, and I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna go see what the twins are doing. And thank God I did. Because, I got to the car and I had a ticket on there, and if I would have waited another 20 minutes,
you would have been walking.
Man, I'd have been,
you would have been like Jesus for real.
I'd have been calling anybody to come take me back to the crib. But yeah, and so I pulled up with you guys, and y'all were actually in the process of writing that y'all don't hear me though.
Y'all don't hear me.
And
open verse when you got there.
If there was one.
That car passed gas really loud.
Straight up. Nah, if there was one thing about the three of us when we rap together, obviously you two being twins, like you always had that competitive edge, and you always brought the best out of each other.
We had great synchronicity from the get-go.
But then, you know what I'm saying, when you had y'all two trying to bring the best out of each other, but then when you added me into the mix.
Mm-hmm.
It was all three of us doing that. And then it ended up getting competitive. And then we ended up having your boy Late having the best verse on Y'all Don't Hear Me Though.
That's how he got the name Late, man.
You know?
Do you remember the first time you met my brother?
I don't remember it the way that you do.
So you remember when we stayed in Eden Park?
I remember, because you about to make up a story right now. What I remember is we was kicking it at Eden Park, and you was like, "Well, that's my brother's bed."
Yep.
And then, you know,
because we twins,
whole thing was
we shared the same twin bed from as kids till as grown-ups.
Right.
We was 19 with the same bunk bed we had as teenagers, just split off.
Just
something
split
like,
off,
yo, that's my brother bed. You sitting on, come sit on my bed. You know.
So that's how you remember it.
Yeah.
Me, I remember you saying, "Oh yeah, that's my brother's bed," and me, out of respect, you know what I'm saying, like, I don't want somebody sitting on my bed without asking me.
Facts.
So I was just like, "Yo, maybe I shouldn't sit on your brother's bed because he ain't here for me to ask him." That's how I remember it.
Mm-hmm.
But us actually meeting him, I remember that we was at a party with the Park Center crowd, with the homies that we kicked it with from Park Center. And
yeah,
then,
we were high school hoppers.
And then
that's how we got a buzz. We used to go to all the parties and freestyle and you know kick it.
So we was at that party, and then bro got out.
I know what party you talking about.
Yeah. So then you was telling me, he's like, "Yeah, bro got out." So
I literally
like,
talked him into a threesome.
So
at this party.
I don't know about that. I can't confirm that part. I heard that story.
I definitely can confirm I talked my twin brother into a threesome for sure.
But no, so I remember we went and picked him up, and then we rolled out to that party, and then everybody at the party was like, "Doug, who's that?" I'm like, "Oh, that's Bert's twin."
He has a twin?
He has a twin?
He's so
like,
hot.
He just got out. He just got out. It's like,
oh my God, he just got out of jail.
Oh my God, he just got out? Like, got out of what?
I'm like, yeah, he just got out of jail. Show him some love. And they literally showed him some love.
Allegedly showed him some love. Like I said, I can't confirm.
He got a lot of love.
But I believe it. Yeah, man. I mean, so really, I mean, bro, we could talk about.
Man, I'll say my favorite moment we had, bro. I know you know it's like we fuck around, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, am I allowed to curse on here? Or?
We grown, bro.
Okay. Yeah,
I can set the YouTube setting to not for kids.
We puck around, you know what I'm saying? So we puck around, you know, and we had a studio session where our big thing was just dunking on. I you remember when we used to dunk on each other?
Oh yeah, I got the videos.
That was my favorite moment was when y'all hosted dunking on me because, you know, like we got a dunk on Bert.
When we was doing the MNTC radio interview.
Yep. So after that was my favorite. Just to have my hometown support us and our locals up here support us.
Yeah.
And then just to have fun afterwards. You know what I'm saying? Like the job's done. Now we can be big kids again, you know. Get dunked on. But we had the slam cam. So I got slam cam by y'all and everybody's, oh! And also, me and my brother, we used to have this thing called Facebook. So I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah.
So our version of Facebook is if you take a nap, like we used to get like so stoned. You take a nap in the session. Whoever sleeps off, we grab a book, literally any type of book, and we smack you in the face.
It was usually like a big ass textbook.
Like normally like a big phone book. You know,
out here literally dropping knowledge on somebody.
Yep.
Yeah,
so,
I remember that.
Those were like some of my favorite moments, man. Me, you, Craig, Logan, us developing, you know, the SoFly initiative.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of us being ourselves formed a lot of entities that we forged today.
Bro,
you know
it's funny because when SoFly started, I was out in Hawaii.
Yep.
So I just kind of created like a SoFly HI Hawaii chapter. Mm-hmm. And back then,
I remember you was calling the people up, bro. They want to get down with
yeah.
Everybody wanted to be SoFly.
I remember, bro, because back then, you know, I didn't want to use my real name on Facebook. Mm-hmm. So I just had my first name Late, and I needed a last name. I was like, I didn't want to use my real name, so I just put SoFly. And
you remember what SoFly stand for?
Slowly, that ended up becoming my artist name.
Mm-hmm.
I don't.
Society of forever loving yourself.
That's right.
You can't love nobody else unless you love yourself.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. But We could sit here and talk about
forever.
brother
Yeah.
all day, but we ain't really got the time for that. So
Yeah.
we'll just leave it here, man. Whoopi, we love you, bro.
We love you. We know you're proud of us.
Long
You know
live
what I'm
King
saying?
Kaust.
Long live King Kaust. Thank you for giving us the willpower to do whatever it takes. Honorable
think
trees.
One of my favorite songs that we didn't somehow talk about,
What?
Flyby.
Yeah.
If you watching, bro, like I know you are, hit us with a flyby soon, bro.
Yeah, he flew by a few times today.
I
But
swear.
yeah, you know, like I said, call us on Honorable Trees. You know what I'm saying? Just search Mayhem The Truth, 2 middle fingers to justice on all platforms. HONORABLETREEZ, Honorable Trees. You know what I'm saying? Or excuse me, ES. I'm ghetto. And
Right.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Just enjoy the music, support what's going on, support your boy. Spread love and bug. Gratitude, no attitude.
Right. So we gotta do this. We do this every episode.
Yeah.
Since we got 2 different flavors here, let's start. I want to know what you think. Scale of 1 to 10.
From
Start with the
scale of 1
lemon
to 10,
pepper.
these motherfuckers 11, man. I ain't even gonna lie. I feel bad that they only gave us 6 of the lemon pepper. I feel fucking bad. 'cause
So
I'm a
you
fan
give
of
them. So you giving the lemon pepper an 11.
Yeah, I'm giving the lemon pepper 11.
Okay. I'm a man, and it's hard for me, bro. I've never given a spot in town higher than an 8, and that's
Ain't no hospitality good.
that's where I'm gonna sit at. I'm gonna sit at an 8 with these lemon pepper.
Okay.
An 8 out of 10 with these lemon pepper. What do you think about the buffalo?
Man, Buffalo 10. I ain't gonna cap.
All right.
That's good Buffalo. Your celery good too.
This man said the celery good. What you give the celery?
I give the celery a 7. This is definitely USDA approved.
Okay. Yeah, and I'm gonna do the same for the buffalo. I'm gonna give the buffalo an 8. So we sitting at 8s across the board for me.
Well, if you come here, bring me. Hit me up on Twitter.
Facts. If you come to Cedar Inn, bring me a plate to go. And
Some lemon
yeah,
pepper for me.
That's what we got for the interview portion. Now what we want to do
Freestyle.
is we want to hear your bars. We want to hear what you got, what you can do.
All right.
I know what you can do, but some of the people might not. So
You want me to go a cappella or?
it's time to find out.
Respect the chicken.
Hey. Freestyling up on the Cedar Inn. Will I be the best in the end? It only depends. Only the candid picture itself can tell the lens. People want to take me out, but this is no suspense. If I was a movie star, my role would be suspense. See me in the tinted window rolling through the lens. Know I'm super fresh, so fly, just look up at my kicks. A6, that's just brown and gold, just tell you what it is. Black and yellow, call it peach. Call me fresh, Mr. Clean. And it's just up on me. That's my homie, SMG. And you know that's late, can't really come up on time, but it's cool. Cause I'm sort of like LBJ, injured and still in prime. Ooh, I ain't really skip no school. Ooh, I'll do dabs with fools. And I'll do bads in groups. And I still rap with groups. Yes, I would just say it's just me, myself, and you. You tuned in to Wingsburg Station, this is what we do. Beans and bars, wings and bars, chill with the stars. I'm living large, talk to myself when I park my car. That's how it is. The air in itself and the rocks is large. Goddamn, oh man, how you know he's going hard? People get cooked up on the track that's like it's Charizard. I don't really want to tell you simple how my bars is hard. Everybody feel they Ric Flair when they got the drip. Tell them I admit, all my foes was lit. Last like took a L, I prevail. And I'm in the telly 222, I'm high as hell. People want to talk, they judge me cause I'm fly as hell. Will I be the best up in the end? Time will tell. Honorable trees, you know the spell. You know the flow, they love my spells. Kick lyrics and they going hard as hell like Jackie Chan or something like that, man. You know I'm going in. Freestyling off the D.O. in me. That's me and yo. Chick go DM me in the morning, maybe. I don't know, probably on my PJs, sipping mimosas with a bad chick. Hopefully she get me BJ. Woo! That's the freestyle god, man. All that is freestyle too. So don't steal my flows. The mumble flow, I all structured it. This all years in the making. It's something me and my brother put together. Mayhem The Truth, tatted on the flesh.
That's what we got for you guys. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Birds and Bars, Wingsburg Station.
Mayhem
Catch up
The
with
Truth.
Mayhem The Truth.
It's a wrap.
What's the social media?
Social media is Mayhem The Truth on Twitter. I'm on Snapchat as The Honorable THC. I'm on Facebook as Robert So Fly. Like I said, So Fly Society of Forever Loving Yourself. And I also have the artist Mayhem The Truth page. And if you're a fan of me and my brother, still support the Twin Kings on there.
Yes.
And it's a rap like safe sex.
Thank y'all for tuning in. Stay tuned for the next episode.
This is Wingsburg Station.
Wingsburg. Parmesan, dry rub, teriyaki. Getting saucy, loosen up the drawstrings. Wingsburg, chop it up like karate, make it rain. Wet naps when we walking in the lobby. Do the miles off, so we do the kamikaze. Got them sweating bullets, ain't nobody gonna stop me. No milk, only beer we sipping. Captain Wingsburg, yo, respect the chicken.